All right, I'm here to give you guys the Thursday night football preview between the Giants and the Eagles. Don't forget, every Saturday morning, we release our 15 games in 15 minutes preview to help you guys get your lineups ready for the weekend. So we've got the 1-4-1 Eagles against the 1-5 Giants. Get ready for yet another sloppy Thursday night football game. One silver lining for the Giants is that Sterling Shepard will be back. Don't think that bodes great from a fantasy perspective because Daniel Jones will just spread the ball around more. So you'll see a little bit to Engram, a little bit to Shepard, a little bit to Golden Tate, and a little bit to Darius Slayton. But out of those, I, of course, would choose Slayton, who has now caught all three Daniel Jones touchdown passes on the season. For Daniel Jones, I think he could have a pretty good game, actually. The Eagles' defense has certainly given up a lot of points of late. So if you're looking for somebody in a 2 QB league, not a bad start. If you're looking for a value play in DraftKings or FanDuel, I think he's a really good start, especially if you stack him with Darius Slayton. Devontae Freeman, I think we're going to see more of the same 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 yards on every carry until the Giants' offensive line can figure out how to get to the second level and help support them. I think you'll continue to see okay games for Devontae Freeman between 12 and 16 points. So on the Eagles side of the football, big news for them is that Deshaun Jackson is back. And that's huge because he takes the top off of that defense and he makes the safeties play even higher, which should open up Greg Ward and Travis Fulgham underneath. The issue for Fulgham, though, is that he's going to be covered by James Bradbury, who's been one of the 3 or 4 best lockdown corners in the league for the Giants so far this year. Terry McLaurin last week did literally nothing on him. He did catch 7 passes, but those were only on against zone coverage or when Bradbury wasn't on. He only caught 1 or 2 passes while Bradbury was covering him man-to-man. Sneaky play for fantasy this week is going to be Richard Rodgers at tight end. Richard Rodgers is playing in place of Ertz and Goddard. The Eagles like to run a lot through their tight end position, and Richard Rodgers is a veteran who's got some experience. Big news for the Eagles today is that Lane Johnson is going to be playing at left tackle. That bodes really well for Carson Wentz, who has now been sacked by the most times all year, except for Joe Burrow. I think he actually might have passed Joe Burrow last week, though. And lastly, of course, Miles Sanders is out, so Boston Scott will be a great start. The Giants' fastest linebacker, Lorenzo Carter, is out for the year, and he would have normally been the one to have a shot at stopping Boston Scott, who likes to do a lot off tackle and likes to get the ball in space in the receiving game. Love Boston Scott this week.